Hey, we got a special episode of Still Toking with. We are going to yuck it up with a ridiculously funny new satire of every cheesy Christmas movie you've ever seen. Tonight, we're chatting with director Jake Horowitz and leading lady Storm Steenson about the insanely funny movie Cup of Cheer, available right now on VOD.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Your book of life will buy you a mild accepting. My free mind will keep me from under your spell. And when we die, you'll be another angel in heaven. But me, I'll be a fucking legend in hell. Your book of life will buy you a mild accepting. My free mind will keep me from under your spell. And when we
Do you have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks? The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs, from horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Holliston.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi guys, this is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gunwoman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more. Featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
And welcome to another awesome episode of Still Toking With. We have an incredible show for you today, but just want to do a little cleanup here. We have a contest, so if you check show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us, we have a King Sumo link, and we're pulling a winner at the end of tonight for Stabby the Evil Gnome. You cannot buy these in stores. You can only get them online from Holiday Crave, and one lucky winner will have Stabby tonight. Well, you won't get it tonight. You'll win it tonight. And then this most awesome dude will send it to you. Ben, how's it going, sir?
Oh, what's happening, Leo? How are you?
Doing well. And we also have Jeffrey.
Hello, everybody.
What's that?
Oh, this hand better?
Whatever hand you're not using right now is fine.
Well, I use both, so.
So you can switch hands without missing a beat. Nice.
Well, I didn't say that.
Jeffrey, would you like to introduce our awesome guests?
Yeah, we have the director and co-writer, from what I understand, of a new movie that's out called Cup of Cheer, along with one of the stars. I don't know if I'm going to say her last name right, but Storm Steenson. Is that right? Steenson? It is Steenson. Huh?
Yeah. Steenson.
Steenson.
Come on, Jeff. What the fuck?
Steenson. I've been practicing this for an hour.
It's a hard name.
You still fucked it up.
It's actually a hard last name because it's pronounced exactly the way it's spelled. So I can see why.
Whose fucking name is pronounced that way? You know what I mean? Jake Horowitz.
There you go. That one's the same. Also pronounced the way it's spelled.
See? Wow.
I don't know. It's weird.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, cup of cheer. Yahoo. I actually watched it twice.
Oh wow, thank you.
Well, I had to. I was so high I fell asleep the first time.
Perfect.
So we want to let everybody know that Cup of Cheer is available right now. There's links in the show notes down below or above, and we definitely urge you to check it out. We're going to be talking about it this evening. But yeah, so everybody can check it out, which I highly urge.
Nobody told me that I was going to be quizzed on this shit.
Yeah, I watched it on Tubi. I don't know if it's on any other platforms, but I watched it on Tubi.
Well, depending on when this, it's out on Tubi for free. It's also going to be on Amazon Prime starting this Friday, November 20th, for free. So if you got a Prime account, you can watch it, and if you don't even need a Tubi account, you can just watch it on Tubi for free.
And if you want to spend a little money, you can also rent it on Amazon Prime as well.
Yeah, do that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to pay these people. Come on.
Right.
Actually,
That's Tubi. That's Tubi, not Tubby, right?
I believe so, but it's pronounced similar to Steenson.
Right? Wow. See, I like him already. He's going to give you shit all night. Good times. Good times.
So question for you, since you're actually, and you probably don't have actual numbers yet, but from what I've heard, the payout from Tubi is actually better than Amazon. So for an indie creator, Tubi is actually the way to go.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
We don't know anything about anything yet, but we just want people to see the movie because we think it's really funny. And it's been a pretty awful year, so it's always nice to be able to have something to laugh at.
Oh, totally.
Right. Oh, I'll tell you, I watched it the day before yesterday, high as hell, of course. And I did laugh my ass off. I did laugh my ass off. There was a lot of hot chocolate and a lot of stuff on people's faces. Let's just put it that way.
Well, also, I know one thing. I learned one thing out of that flick.
What?
I'm never going to look at a grilled cheese sandwich the same way ever.
That's actually how I look at. That's the only way I look at grilled cheese sandwiches is sexually. That's the only way to look at them, really.
Oh, because they like oozy and stuff. I don't know.
It's just a hot place for him. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Storm's like, what the fuck did I get myself into here?
Well, that's okay.
Well, she knows what she got herself into because she's a star at a flick, and
right.
Yeah, she's the one publicly associated with it. Really, it's her face on the DVDs, her face on the posters. She's gonna get the angry emails.
Right. Well, it's the lesbian comment that I want to know about.
What do you want to know? What?
She's from the big city.
There was a reference to lesbianism in the flick, but it got cut off real quick. You don't remember that.
What's your question?
Oh, there was no question. I'm not going to hammer on whether it's true or whether it isn't. That's none of my business. I just thought it was an interesting take.
Oh my God!
On how it was cut off, because actually, it literally got cut off with something about licking. If I remember correctly. There's a lot of stuff in the movie like that. So, yeah, you're going to have to check it out. And a lot of it is
very subtle.
It's subtle, and it's up to your imagination on how you want to see it.
Right.
Or how you envision that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Well done on that end, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, the movie's so
well, we were actually talking to her because she's the one that pulled it off. Oh. No, I'm just kidding.
I just said the lines. That's all I did. So.
Well, so let's talk about your performance because in wacky comedies like this, you need to have some sort of comical background. Did you come into this with any background of that? Because you portrayed the character perfectly. It was just amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. I actually usually do dramatic stuff. A lot of people I've been told that I have sad eyes. So people usually put me in things where I need to cry or scream or things like that. So this was a nice change of pace to be able to do some fun stuff. So I was just lucky that Jake took a chance on me and let me play around with stuff.
Well, it looks like you had a ball doing it. So
I'm going to say bravo to Jake for taking the chance because I think I definitely think you nailed it.
Yeah, I was very surprised to hear that she didn't have a lot of a comedy background, but also intentionally so, like Airplane or Naked Gun or any any satire that's worth its weight, that you want the actors to fully commit to it. And so for that reason, sometimes dramatic actors are actually better, but they still have to be funny, and that's an impossible thing to nail. And Storm really nailed it. So.
Well, kudos.
Well, along with a great performance, you need great writing behind it. So what was the process of that, Jake?
It was me and my writing partner on this one, Andy Lewis, just decided that it would be a funny idea to do a movie. Those are our favorite types of movies, like a David Wayne sort of comedy, or Airplane or Naked Gun or Walk Hard or something like that. And so we wanted to do that for Christmas movies, and we ended up writing it really quickly and just trading scenes. Like Andy would take a scene, I would take a scene. We would then read each other's scenes, and if the jokes made us laugh, they would stay in, and then we would just try to usually one-up each other's jokes. And so it's just a lot of like trying to make each other laugh to get to whatever the funniest product is.
Sounds like a good method, actually.
Sounds kind of like us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So go ahead, Leo.
No, you go ahead, Jeff.
I forgot.
Okay.
We didn't have a show last week, so I'm a little rusty.
Good excuse.
Yeah. Well, so one thing we can do for the people that are watching right now
Did you read my mind?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think you read my mind. You're going to play the trailer.
I was going to play the trailer, but I was going to ask either Jake or Storm to give a synopsis of the film.
Oh.
So
wow. I didn't see that one coming.
Okay.
Can we hear it from the actress side as opposed to the writer's side?
The director, maybe.
Yeah, you've full screen the wrong person.
Well, every time he full screens you, I see the little stuffed animal in the back corner.
This is the little guy from the. I was using it to cover all the junk on the desk, but he's from the film.
Yes.
Yeah. Santa Dog.
Santa Dog.
Yep.
So
I'd pay $5 for that.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it's worth 10.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, the guy, he bought it for $5. I mean, come on.
$5. Yeah, it's true. It's $10 Canadian, so about $7.50 or something.
Oh well, yeah. There you go.
Will you pay $7.50 for it?
I'll give you 10.
I'll give you $7.50 with shipping.
The shipping, you're on your own. Customs, all that. I don't know. They'll cut it open and see if there are any drugs in it.
Well, can people actually order one of those?
We are actually selling them along with our DVDs and our CDs for the album on our website, cupofcheermovie.com.
Oh, okay, cool. So I can hop on and I can order my little teddy bear.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
It's a Santa Dog, dude.
Does it come with a grilled cheese sandwich?
You wanted to. I'm not going to tell you what happened to the grilled cheese sandwich, though.
Okay.
You just have to use your imagination.
Deal.
It'll be pretty cold by the time it gets you. That's all I got to say. And probably stiff.
Maybe a little crusty.
I wasn't going that far.
Okay,
Jesus.
so back to the synopsis.
Oh, yeah,
so Solzy at the Movie says Cup of Cheer is the long overdue Christmas film that you've been waiting for a lifetime to see, and the jokes never stop coming. And we'll talk more about the movie, but here's the trailer.
From no one you've ever heard of comes a film you've seen a million times before.
It's on Christmas! Where am I going? I haven't packed. Snowy Heights. That's my hometown where I grew up.
So pour yourself a wholesome mug of hot cocoa.
I'm here!
Or maybe something a little stronger.
Silly me. And I've interrupted your date.
Oh,
no.
I just got here from the big city.
Oh, you're a lesbian. Most folks from the big city are. Nothing wrong with that. Even I've licked.
Oh, Mrs. Clovenwitz. This holiday season.
I do have some bad news for you. We're going to lose the Cup of Cheer. Our landlord, Ebenezer Chan, He's gonna take it away from us.
Whenever I have a problem, I ask, what would my dead parents do?
Die, I guess.
Watch the Christmas movie that will jingle your bells.
You know how I'm writing that article about the town's world-famous Christmas cheer?
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm writing an article about the town's world-famous Christmas cheer.
This is the second I'm hearing about it.
No, I just told you a few seconds ago.
Told me about what?
It's a holly jolly mess.
Yeah? Oh, my private shoulder.
And it's coming down your chimney to make the season bright. Christmas is coming.
Most importantly, we learned that small towns are way better than big cities.
And that's what Christmas is all about.
Shark Bites Podcast. It's the greatest show in history. From the Dorkening Network, hosted by a nerd who's named Patsy. From movie reviews to tips on surviving the coronavirus, Shark Bites has it all. Follow us on Facebook and suggest topics at sharkbitespod@gmail.com. Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Sorry. Oh shit.
And that's just a minute and a half.
Right.
See?
You got to see this. Definitely got to see this. And I'm talking to like all the people that are watching.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't want to watch it again.
Right. Now, honestly, though, as the director, I'm going to ask you a serious question. As the director and co-writer, because you put so much time and work into this, do you actually want to watch it when you're done? Other than the editing part and getting it out.
Right, yeah. I mean, I also edited it, so I have honestly seen it at least 150 times probably by now. We did a bunch of screenings at drive-ins a few weeks ago, so we actually went to a bunch of different cities to watch it, so I've seen it now with audiences, albeit they're sealed in their cars, but you can still hear them. You can still hear laughter coming from the cars, and it's really great. But I honestly still find something to enjoy every time I watch it. You know, I can't watch my first film anymore. I don't like most things that I do, but this is just so funny. There's there's a joke every 10 seconds. And even though I wrote it and even though I directed it, I'll still notice little things that I have forgotten about that are still funny to me.
Right.
Cool.
And that
I can see that.
We wanted every time you watch it to find something new that was funny about it.
That was a good question, Ben, because I know that when we came out with our first issue, I still haven't actually sat down and read it.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I've read the whole thing out of order hundreds of times, but I've never actually opened the book and actually read it.
And now we're filming it, so. Right,
which is really, and the filming's being done out of sequence too, so it just all makes sense, not.
Yeah. Sean Patton says a true artist, and that's one thing, with creatives, it's always tough to look back at your earlier work, but that's a great thing because that shows that you've grown. If you're recognizing fault in your past work, it's you're growing as a creative.
Wow.
He was growing.
With the 5 people up here, nobody even made a growing comment, and I'm really disappointed on that.
I was just about to, but you cut me off, dick.
Well, that's what usually is growing, but yes.
See? So, but I have a question for Storm. What was it like working with Alexander?
Oh, horrible. Would never work with him again. Terrible. No, he was super lovely. Alex is great. He's very easy to play off of. Very witty, quick guy, and I don't know. I couldn't have asked for a better guy to work with. He was great.
That is the most horrible. It was the most horrible, sloppiest, and grossest kissing scene I have ever seen in my life. I do have to say that.
Yeah, it was pretty. That was pretty fucked up.
And it's funnier now.
What's that
now after COVID to see how gross it is?
True.
There's just so many things that you shouldn't be doing.
It was funny as hell. That was actually funny as hell.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking to myself back in like elementary school, trying to get my first base. You know.
Well, you know, Grandma Coco did teach him.
That's how my grandma taught me how to kiss.
Yeah.
So.
Right?
Oh man,
the fucking things that I could have just said.
Right. Well, my brother wanted to teach me, but I said no.
It's not. What's the line? It's not. Incest isn't so bad if it's between two guys. That was the line from the movie. There's always a line to relate.
See?
Right. He's quick too.
Well, you know, I could see this being one of those holiday classics that people watch every year because there are so many really fucked up lines, you know?
There is.
Wow! Whoa,
Yeah, there
Leo! Leo's dropping the F-bomb? What's in the cup, Leo?
No, Deadly Grounds coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Which is brewed tonight, chocolate raspberry. Deadly Grounds, our sponsor. The whole scene with like the niece when she pops up and Storm says, "Who the poop is that?" And then
I'm just wondering if they ever found the original one.
The original poop?
No, the original niece.
Oh.
She was like a year and a half old.
Yeah, we actually lost her in the production. She was just gone, and we were like, "All right, let's write that into it." Amazing, weirdly enough.
Funny how that shit happens.
Yeah,
that's actually from what Leo just said. Pops, it's a question that was just popped up. Yeah, I could see this being a Christmas cult classic.
I hope so. That would be nice. I think it's different enough from what else is out there that it adds something new.
Well, it's a movie I could watch with my in-laws because they wouldn't understand it, so I'd get away with it.
Right? Right. Your father-in-law would be like, "Teresa, make me a grilled cheese."
Right, exactly. Although he prefers spaghetti.
Oh man,
we can do that joke in the sequel with spaghetti if that makes you
see.
Well, are you thinking of doing a sequel?
I mean, since you asked, it's been brought up. We would love to do a sequel. I mean, we all really got along. We all had a lot of fun doing it. It's the kind of movie where you could easily do a sequel and it wouldn't feel like it wouldn't feel cheap. So I would love to do a sequel. Andy and I have started talking about ideas. We've started writing a few things down. If enough people watch it and if the response is really good, then we would absolutely do a sequel.
Nice.
Maybe Storm wouldn't, but I would.
Well, Jeff and I do have our passports. Just saying.
Yes, so that's fine. When this whole pandemic is over, we can write you guys into it.
We'll come up and be the fuckheads on the street that you meet.
Yeah, that's kind of normal for us, isn't it?
See?
You know, I mean, the first cameo I got cast in was called the Dick in the Crowd. Like I was supposed to be the jerk in the crowd. In the second one, I was like, I'm supposed to be the mean guy. Really? Wow. Jeff's always the nice guy. I guess I'm always the mean guy.
See, there's
cop. Maybe Sheriff Rudolph can have two sidekicks or something.
Great.
So you talked about going up north, Ben. So Jake, where was this filmed?
It was filmed in a small town in north of Toronto called Aurelia. We filmed it there. We lived there while we were filming. I filmed my first movie there, and it's just such a small, charming town where everyone's so willing to help. Literally, not like Toronto or the big city where you're filming and people are like, get the fuck out of the way. They're here, if somebody sees you're filming, they'll be like, wow, that's so cool. How can I help? What can I do? Do you need me to drive somewhere to pick something up for you? Can I, literally everybody's so helpful.
Nice.
No, that's awesome.
Well, Jeff and I, we're not really filmmakers or anything like that, but filming one of our first things, it's nice to see that behind the scenes and all the people that they jump right in and help out. So that's a really nice feeling.
Yeah, there's something nice about indie film when everything's really collaborative, and then you get lucky and you have a movie like this where you can tell that people enjoyed working on it and all that stuff.
Oh. Now, was it actually snowing, or did you guys have to make snow?
We made no snow. That was all real.
That was all real.
-30 to -40. Most of the day.
I was going to say, how was that lake scene when he was shoveling the snow? How cold was that?
There's definitely a clip where you can see, I mean, Alex and I could barely move our mouths by the end of it because they were just frozen. But there was one point where a tear came out of my eye and it froze on my cheek.
Wow. So that's like shrinky dink and nipple erection weather.
I don't know. It's
yeah, Leo, you saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
He just drove the train right into the side of the fucking tunnel. Literally.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I didn't get much of a response.
That's not in the movie. So.
Well, her face turned a little red, and he just kind of shook his head and scratched because he had no fucking clue what to say. None.
Yeah.
That was well played.
Yeah. So without giving any spoilers, what are some of the Christmas movies that you spoofed in this movie?
Mostly Hallmark or Lifetime movies that all have the same plot. The titles of which are all the same. A Christmas Miracle in Snowville, or A Christmas Wish for Grandma. I don't know. But all those movies of the week that are all the exact same plot line. So that was the basis of it. And then, of course, we have some spoofs of some classics. You know, there's a few Home Alone references. There's a whole side plot with a prince who time travels back to the small town because that seems to happen all the time at Christmas. Other ones that I am absolutely forgetting, The Grinch, yeah, but mostly the Hallmark movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to load those on our server. Well, I don't have to, but I do for my wife, and it's like the amount of Christmas movies they release. Even now, they've been releasing them for like the past 2 months. Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah,
brand new ones.
I think there's 80 new ones this year between Hallmark and Lifetime.
That's
and
insane.
They filmed most of them like just a few weeks ago.
Yep.
That's insane.
And it's probably 10 actors among all those.
Yeah, a lot of the same actors come up in that.
You okay there, Ben?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
What were you reaching for?
I was fixing. Well, yeah. Well, if I was reaching that far for it, we'd have a fucking issue. But no, I was fixing my knee brace. Smart ass.
Nice. So, Storm, you've been in some other stuff too. I looked you up.
Thank you.
That's the first time a woman's ever said thank you for that.
Yeah, you've been in a couple of things. I went to your IMDb, and because just a little while ago we were talking about this is like really your first comedy thing, right? 2016 Paranormal Witness. How was that experience?
That was great. It was super fun. It was, yeah. It was a little docudrama. I think that was the first docudrama I'd ever done, and I was just so excited to be on set, and it was really great. I don't know, everything about filming is just so fun. I enjoy it. So yeah.
Now, do you have more fun, like, just all the behind the scenes stuff, and not the actual like acting and let's shoot this scene, but I'm finding that I'm having more fun with everything else that's involved with it.
That's fair. I would say for me, it's about even. I really, really enjoy like being in the moment of and feeling things. But I don't know. Having a little family, you kind of create a little family when you're on set. And especially on Cup of Cheer, that was crazy because we all got to stay together in the same house for 2 to 3 weeks. So it was like a giant sleepover, and it was so much fun that we got to bond that way.
Well, when you can do that, I think that it actually makes the filming more real too, because you're more connected. It's not a stranger that you're trying to play a part with.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think Ben and I have been talking about that. Next time we go out to New York, to actually do an Airbnb and try and get people to stay together, so that you can form that bond, so to speak.
Nah, fuck that. I already told you. I'm a fucking prima donna, man. I want my own room.
Hotel, you get your own suite.
That's right. Yeah. I want the green M&Ms all by themselves. You know how it is.
All right,
I want my slippers fucking heated. Come on.
So we'll just chain you out back until it's time to play your part.
Pretty much, yeah. It's what happens now, anyways. So.
So Storm, you said you were in Paranormal Witness. I saw that Santa was also in a paranormal show. Was there any discussion between the two of you for paranormal, or?
No. No, we didn't really get into that stuff.
No. Storm didn't actually have. I was going to say you didn't have many scenes with him, but you actually had more scenes with him than anyone. So never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Paranormal 911.
Yeah, alongside Hallmark Christmas movies, a lot of paranormal shows. I think paranormal shows and Hallmark Christmas movies are probably the most filmed things up here in Toronto.
Yeah.
So there's usually a lot of crossover, and all the actors will say, "I didn't know you from," and everyone's usually working with each other in one way or another. Except in Storm's case, when you told Steve that you had worked with him, right?
Yeah. So we filmed in February, so it was the October previous. I had done a short film, a short thriller horror that should be coming out soon. But we had done a photo shoot thing together. We played a family and whatnot, but he definitely totally had no idea who I was. And I was like,
the guy who played,
I saw him and I was like, oh, I know you. I've definitely worked with that guy. And I was like, hey, how are you? You know, I feel like we worked together. I recognize you. And he was like, no. And I was like, no, but like, I'm pretty sure that and he was like, no. I was like, oh. So
it's the guy who played. The guy who plays the sheriff in the movie, and he's so funny, he's so straight faced all the time that I can imagine just Storm being so excited. I know you, and he's no.
No, you don't. No. You wish you did.
Did not happen.
Security. Before we go too much deeper, Leo, you got a couple of commercials to run?
I do? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
do. Hence the Leo.
Yeah.
Run your fucking commercials.
Okay, so we love supporting indie filmmakers, indie creatives, indie professionals, and indie businesses as well. Now more than ever, we need to help the little guy. So if you're still working in this crazy world and things are good for you and you love coffee, head on over to Deadly Grounds Coffee, local mom and pop shop here in Connecticut. They sponsor the network. Absolutely love them. That's what I'm drinking tonight. And you know what? Enough talking about that. Here's a zombie talking about coffee.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds Coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds Coffee. Coffee to die for, and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
So there's a link in the show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. Just head on over to getdeadly.com. If you like flavored coffee, Death by Chocolate is my absolute favorite. And Ben, what's the second ad we need to play?
Mary Palmer.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, you want?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Just
play it. No, that's Jeff. Dude, I don't fucking introduce shit. You know that.
There we go.
No, Mary Palmer. Awesome product. Love their stuff.
Award-winning,
multi-award-winning products. They just won 6,
7
from
or
the
8
Harvest Cup. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
8. Yeah, they
first place,
cleaned
second place. Unbelievable. They've also been a part of our film endeavor with Bill.
As well as issue 4.
As well as issue 4. We've had a lot of fun just hanging out with Lynn and DJ, and here's a little bit about them.
And there we go. And just a reminder, tonight we're talking about the movie Cup of Cheer, which is available now. If you find a link for Tubi in the show notes down below or above, you can watch it tonight. Just not right now. Watch the rest of the show.
Good one.
Yeah.
Wake up, Jake. We're back.
What? Huh?
I said we're back.
I was just Googling the commercial that you just showed because that place looks cool.
Which one?
The last one.
Mary Palmer?
Yes.
Who is Mary Palmer?
It was Mary Palmer, yep. Yeah. I believe they're in the show notes.
They are. They
up above, down below, depending on where you're listening to us from.
And also for Deadly Grounds, you guys have a Deadly Grounds in Canada. Yeah, matter of fact, we were gonna try to, when we were up in Buffalo, we were thinking about hopping the border just to get some, because they have a bacon flavored coffee up in Canada that's not available down here.
Ooh. Bacon coffee? I love bacon, but
I actually just had maple bacon hot chocolate the other day. It wasn't great. So.
I was gonna say, yeah,
yeah, it tasted like a salty hot chocolate.
That sounds like that breakfast drink with was it Maple Crown Royal and bacon vodka.
What?
Yeah, I tried it once. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But is it?
Give me an egg McMuffin, you know.
But listen, I need some weed that smells like bacon when you light it. I'm good.
The bacon part of that breakfast, it's the vodka part that's a little confusing. Not so much the maple bacon part.
What, bacon vodka? Did you ever try it? I don't know if you can find it up there.
No.
Yeah, there's actually a bacon vodka.
I won't look for it. You were telling me what to avoid.
There's bacon everything, you know. It's
yeah.
But it can't be as bad as putting ground beef in your gingerbread cookies, though, right?
What? Who the hell does that?
That was in the movie.
You pause the movie. Oh, they mentioned it's beefy. Yes,
Yes.
Because there is actually the recipe that they hold actually does say it has a bunch of insane stuff that we wrote, but I think you would have to pause to really examine it. There's a lot of
which Leo actually probably did.
No. I heard them say beefy, and I actually need to go back and watch it because I read that when the kid gets kidnapped, it's replaced by a wooden doll.
I wouldn't say a wooden doll, more as like
haunted troll.
Haunted troll gnome.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of like little stuff that if the first time you watch it, you're gonna miss it. You know what I mean?
Especially if you like Jeff.
Yeah.
You know. So I watched it the second time and I caught some more of the stuff, and I'm gonna have to watch it again because I know there's some other stuff in there and that I missed. Those little quick little one-liners is what I'm looking for.
Yeah. There's quite a few.
My favorite jokes are the little visual ones, like when Storm holds up the magazine, it says a lot of different things if you pause it, and anytime something is written, it's usually a joke if you were to pause it.
Yeah. I was going to bring up, you mentioned a haunted gnome, and that brings me to our giveaway tonight.
I knew you were going to do that, Leo.
Wow. This is why we have him for a producer, folks.
Well, I try.
He remembers the little things.
Okay, so Stabby is being given away tonight. We have one lucky winner that will be winning this tonight. Oh, you okay?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I thought you said, never mind.
No.
So Stabby is going to check the show notes. There's a King Sumo link. There's still time to enter. I'm going to be pulling a winner in about 15 minutes. And you can't buy these in stores, only available online. And one lucky winner will be contacted by Jeff, and you'll mail him Stabby. And there we go.
I ain't gonna contact nobody.
Jeff don't contact nobody. That's all.
I don't do that.
Jeff don't mail the shit either. That's me. Well, actually, if it takes longer to get there, that's the post office. That has nothing to do with me.
Well, it's funny. It's like because I ordered 2 Old Reds. I ordered 2 bongs. I got one yesterday, and it says order complete. I'm like, well, I ordered fucking 2. Where the hell's the other one?
They're using
I think the mailman stole it because he knew what it was. You know what I mean?
He's ripping all red in the back.
He's ripping all red out in the back of the truck.
All right, we need more questions for Storm because she's just way too freaking quiet right now.
You know?
She's like...
So it looked like you guys had a lot of fun doing this film. You know, I could tell just by the the facial expressions and how you guys were interacting with each other, which kind of gives a hint as to what was going on off scene. You know what I mean, or behind the scenes, as they say. And you had mentioned that you guys were living together for a couple of weeks. You know, did anybody hook up?
That's a question that they both just denied. So.
Well, yeah, they're both going to deny that, but I was going to ask the question anyway.
I figured you'd go there sooner or later. You guys can flip them off.
Hard, no.
I hooked up with the haunted troll, actually.
What was that?
I hooked up with the haunted troll, but that's about it.
I was going to say there was a lot of grilled cheese going around, right?
Yeah.
We did actually have everybody got the lunch was grilled cheese one of the days, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have hated
it on my break.
So, Storm, you said you do mostly drama. After acting in this, could you see yourself doing more comedies, or are you going to stick with drama? What are your plans for what you want to go after?
I'm kind of down for anything. I mean, comedy was super, super fun, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So, I mean, as long as Jake is willing to have me back, I think I'll be doing some of that. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great aspects to both sides, being able to do drama and being able to do comedy. So I hope to continue exploring both sides.
Well, real life requires both drama and comedy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's so few people that do it as well as Storm and Alex. They both can do dramatic and comedic acting. And so if you're good at it, you should do both.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
I third that.
It's a consensus. We have a quorum. Done.
So with the sequel, you going to bring Storm back?
No.
No?
Question.
Storm, who's that?
Actually, we open up on a graveyard, and it's her grave, and she's dead. But it was like a violent, very violent.
Kill off the lead right away. Kill us.
I know you're early in the writing stages, but are you thinking about going towards another holiday or an event, or what are you thinking of centering it around?
I think we should be in the Bahamas, personally.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we have passports. I'm down for the Bahamas.
That's fine. If the viewers of your show want to go fund us to go to the Bahamas, that's fine. I'll do it. But yeah, I think it'll be another Christmas movie. Unfortunately, it'll probably be another Christmas movie filmed in the winter.
She's like, I don't know if I'm available.
You should do like a Halloween themed one and be like a mug of murder or something like that.
It's called Cup of Fear, Jeff.
Cup of Fear. Okay.
And we've already talked about it, and we might I would love to do a Halloween spinoff. Yeah.
That would be pretty rad.
That would be actually pretty cool. Cup of Fear. I like it. It's better than my mug of murders.
A Halloween movie, actually. Yeah.
That's why he's the writer-director, dude.
Mug of Murder is good too, though. That could be the tagline: Cup of Fear, Mug of Murder.
See?
Yeah.
Cup of Fear.
No royalties, though. I'm sorry.
So instead of hot chocolate, what would it be? Cups of like blood? Or would it be pumpkin spice lattes?
It'd have to be pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah, it'd be pumpkin lattes.
Yeah.
Sorry, PSLs.
Boobs, Blood, and Badasses, the Hammer Horror Podcast, part of the Dorkening Network, with hosts Dr. Chris
and Ro Lauren.
Twice a month, we will talk about a Hammer horror film, only the horror movies of the Hammer catalog, from the Britain studio from the 60s, 70s, and the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Join us as we not only discuss the film's plotline, but also factoids about the different actors, production crew, and behind-the-scenes facts, as well as going over any of the information that happens to be on the Blu-rays or DVDs from these fantastic films.
We will be covering classic films from the Hammer's catalog: Horror of Dracula, Horror of Frankenstein, Brides of Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, just to name a few. We will also not be shying away from topics like sex, blood, and abuse towards women that many people may think be too taboo to talk about.
Join us, again, twice a month here on the Dorkening Network, and check out the rest of the shows on the Dorkening Network. You can find us at ChrisDSAV on Twitter.
And you can find me on Twitter at Rolorn, ROL0REN.
Oh, my word.
Wow, throw in a few murder hornets and we're good to go.
That's a huge plot line. Yeah. Sure.
So was there anything that you filmed that really you didn't make the cut, or was there something you wanted to film that you didn't have time for?
Storm, do you have a better memory than me? Do you remember anything specifically?
Or if you have any good stories from filming?
I don't remember. Oh, actually, there is a scene where Keith and Mary find a typewriter, find Grandma Coco's typewriter in the closet, and there was quite a bit that got cut from that. Liam, who plays Keith, had a lot of very interesting lines to say, and it was really good. So that unfortunately didn't make it in.
There's a few deleted scenes on the DVD.
That was gonna be my question. Is it deleted scenes or a bloop is real?
Yes, yeah. There's only one blooper that we included.
Was it the grilled cheese?
No, but it involved Howie, who played with Storm can better explain that. Storm, do you want to explain the experience of that one blooper that was worth including?
I don't know what blooper you're talking about.
Oh,
I was going to ask you if it was.
Oh, okay. So it was Storm and Helly, who plays Mrs. Clovenwich, were outside. It was like 2 in the morning.
Now
we were on the street. It was absolutely freezing. Nobody's mouths were working anymore. Nobody could remember their lines. It was late and it was cold. And so Helly kept screwing up, and apparently, according to Storm, kept squeezing her tighter and tighter with every new take. And so she just kept getting that the dog dick line wrong. If you remember that.
Yep.
And she's a lovely, very nice woman who, we made her say some horrible things. And she just kept screwing it up. She's like, wet fucking dog dick. And then she's just eventually, after enough time to screen up, she's like, who wrote this shit? And it was very funny to us.
Was that a rap? We'll pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah. We got it. And there's a lot of deleted scenes and bloopers that one day, if I had time, I would love to release online. So I'll probably do that.
I'll be watching for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the first cut was 2.5 hours, so there's a lot of stuff that is around somewhere.
Oh wow!
Just being able to be behind the scenes and doing filming, it's the bloopers and the outtakes that I really want to watch those over and over again because they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
sometimes it's funny in the movie. You go, "Wow, really? They said that or did that?" It's yeah.
There's probably an hour or two of footage of everyone on set just cackling constantly because there's one scene that we could not get through. No one could get through it. And it's the scene where Chris takes Mary back to his house for the first time. And Steve comes in, Sheriff Rudolph. And every time that he came in and came on set, Alex and I just could not keep it together. I don't know what it was. He would just walk on and we
anything funny.
break down.
He just came on, right?
And then everyone else would start laughing, and then someone would giggle, and then as soon as one person made a single noise, it was like the whole room just couldn't stop. We had to do it over and over and over again. And then when he takes off his hat and the little tiny hat underneath, we didn't know that was there. Even though it's in the script, everyone forgot. We didn't know it was there. So then when he did that, then that was just like the end of it. We just couldn't move past it for like half an hour. It was crazy. Lots of laughing.
So how much of the hour that you cut is the carolers singing one-word Christmas songs?
2 words. 2 words.
Oh, yeah. 2 words, yeah.
2 words, yep.
I'm not saying that there's an hour of good stuff. I don't think I cut an hour of great stuff. It's mostly just an hour of jokes going on, like, you know, when they laugh for too long in the movie. Well, that was probably originally 3 minutes. And there was just a lot of weird, awkward pauses that I thought were funny, and just people, just a lot of like repetitive stuff that's funny if you do it a few times, but if you keep doing it, it gets really tiring.
Yep. I was actually thinking about, with this whole COVID thing, I was going to do some neighborhood caroling, distance caroling, and just do those. Just sing that 2-liner, the 2 words. You know what I mean?
2 words and move on?
No, you just repeat them. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to come out and throw a beer at you.
Yeah, or a fucking rock.
Because I did catch that, and I was listening. I'm like, well, they're fucking that up.
I think that's one of those subtle jokes that, like, you wouldn't even notice necessarily unless you were really closely paying attention.
Well, yeah, because it happens kind of in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I pay attention to, backgrounds. Like Ben's always in the background, so I pay attention to what he's doing because he just gets into shit. So.
So the guy that played the henchman, Braden Barry, he also did the music. Was there any input from him on the carolers, or was there anything that really stood out from his work?
Yeah, so Braden is an incredible, super successful musician. He tours and he has a ton of followers. And we just happened to luckily meet him at an open audition in the town we were filming in that happened to be where he was living at the time. And we got super lucky and obviously hired him right away. And then sort of knew about his music, but found out more about it as the thing went on. And then it wasn't until after filming Rap that we asked him to be the composer. And he had never composed anything before. And I think he was, silently worried about it who would be good. And of course, we weren't worried because we know he's incredibly talented. And so we were like, hey, would you want to compose this? And he's like, I don't know, I'll try it. And in like 10 minutes, he sent me what's basically the final score. It's like ridiculous. But yeah, he didn't even know he was going to be a composer when we were filming the Silent Night thing. So I'm sure he would have been surprised to find that out. And then it happened like a week later.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That random shit is really, in my opinion, what makes stuff work.
I agree. Yeah, you need a bunch of really good, good luck to make a fantastic movie.
Yep.
And I think that's when a movie is like, okay, they just didn't have good luck. They didn't have a few things like that work out.
Yep. I mean, it's like, we're doing the filming with Bill, and we have no script.
What's that?
We have no script when we're filming. Yeah. What's a script? He's like,
it's kind of like our show. There's no fucking script to this show.
Right.
No.
It's like, so here's the scene. You guys walk in and say whatever it is you're gonna say, and we go from there because it's all ad lib. But what we're finding is that it's the ad lib, and I'm sure you guys had a whole bunch of it too.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions to them. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys had a whole bunch of ad lib that was going on during this thing. Somebody says something, and an immediate response comes out, and it's not necessarily part of the script. But you keep it because it's funny as fuck.
Is that true? Look at Jake. Jake's like, doo-doo-doo.
He's trying to think through his head. Did that actually happen?
Or did you guys actually?
I'll let Storm answer it. But she's gonna make me mean.
We we had some lovely ad-lib moments, but most of it was pretty much word for word what was in the script. There would be a lot of times like Jake had written a lot of very complicated paragraphs for Mary to spit out, and there'd be a lot of times where I'd switch up some words or things like that, and we'd finish the take, and Jake would be like, "Oh, yeah, Storm. So actually, it was this and this and this. So can we do it again?" And we'd do it again until I got it right. Yeah, so it's pretty much word for word.
Wow.
The script was just that good.
So Jake is really just that fucked up then. just saying, man.
People, yeah. I mean, we were lucky to find people with the same sense of humor, or none of it would have worked.
Right.
Well, that's important. You got to find people that can work with your vision. If they don't see your vision, then it's just not going to work.
Right.
So I know Jake's fucked up, so that just tells me Storm's just as fucked up because you guys worked well together.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
that's how we get along.
I would have to say that 99% of the cast in that movie is fucked up.
Well, I don't know about 99 because some of them just didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, but they said it and they did it and they were just as fucked up.
Yeah, I guess. They just trusted us.
Which was their first mistake.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, it's like the carolers. I could see you guys are going to be the carolers in the background. This is the song you're singing, but you can only say these two words.
Yeah, well, they didn't know that. Definitely, they showed up, and they knew ahead of time that they were going to be in a choir, and they knew it was a Christmas movie, and they probably all practiced, and then we were like, "Great, you're singing Silent Night over and over again. You're not going to say anything else." And they were like,
but it goes with how the song is sung, which is just the funny part about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But they were all game. Nobody ever was like, "Actually, I don't want to do that." Yeah, I don't know. Everybody just went along with it, which is really a good way of making sure that it worked.
Right. Well, the most important part about everything that you guys just did was everybody was having fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
Excellent point.
So
that's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
A little more on that same vein, and I'm going to give you a little bit to think about this because we're going to play the trailer, and I'm going to pull a winner for tonight's prize. So what was your favorite, for both Jake and Storm, what was your favorite line in the movie? And you'll have a little bit to think about it. Cup of Cheer is available now. You can watch it for free on Tubi. How awesome is that? There's links in the show notes down below or up above. We urge you definitely check it out. Get into the Christmas spirit. Watch a totally fucked up movie. You'll absolutely love it. But here's a trailer for Cup of Cheer.
From no one you've ever heard of comes a film you've seen a million times before.
Where am I going? I haven't packed. Snowy Heights. That's my hometown where I grew up.
So pour yourself a wholesome mug of hot cocoa.
I'm here.
Or maybe something a little stronger.
Silly me. And I've interrupted your date.
Oh, no.
I just got here from the big city.
Oh, you're a lesbian. Most folks from the big city are. Nothing wrong with that. Even I've licked.
Oh, Mrs. Clovenwitz.
This holiday season.
I do have some bad news for you. We're going to lose the Cup of Cheer. Our landlord, Ebenezer Chan, he's going to take it away from us.
Whenever I have a problem, I ask, what would my dead parents do?
Die, I guess.
Watch the Christmas movie that will jingle your bells.
You know how I'm writing that article about the town's world-famous Christmas cheer?
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm writing an article about the town's world-famous Christmas cheer.
This is the second I'm hearing about it.
No, I just told you a few seconds ago.
Told me about what?
It's a holly jolly mess.
Yeah? Oh, my private shoulder.
And it's coming down your chimney to make the season bright. Christmas is coming.
Most importantly, we learned that small towns are way better than big cities.
And that's what Christmas is all about.
Okay, and Cup of Cheer, like I said, is available for free on Tubi. Just check the show notes. Watch it after tonight's show, and I'm finding the right button here. So Stabby, I pulled a winner, and the winner for this week's contest is Dunzel 1969. Dunzel 1969. So Ben is going to be reaching out to you and getting your information.
Via email.
What's that? Via email. Yes.
I said via email. I don't want to excite anybody.
Yeah.
So check your fucking spam, people.
Yes.
Spam. I thought it was grilled cheese. What are you doing?
Oh, I like spam too.
Okay.
Spam with grilled cheese. I used to eat that in college.
I bet you did. That's meat inside of the meat.
It is. Yeah.
It's meat in the cheese.
So Jake, what's your favorite line?
It honestly changes every time I see it. I just saw that it's pretty consistent that I really laugh a lot when Storm says "my private shoulder," like in the trailer. It's so stupid and means nothing, and it's really funny. Also, when she says, "I don't feel very merry right now, Officer Hitler," something about the words in that order is really funny. And her delivery is perfect. So.
And Storm?
So I can only remember half of it. It's something about career, happiness, or your feminine right to self-determination of your own body in a world with an increasingly broad and fractured political spectrum where common sense is often outweighed by sensationalism and fervor spread via social media by bigots and foreign governments trying to undermine democracy as a whole.
Yeah, what she said.
Wow. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. But nobody's toes is supposes of roses as Moses supposes his toesies.
What?
I was just trying to keep up.
No. Not even close.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those lines like that, I was amazed that because they're so wordy, and Storm remembered them all, and I never had to. I just wrote it, and she remembered them, and I didn't know. I had no memory of them. But of course, now that I've seen it so many times, I know all the lines exactly as Storm does. We were watching it at the drive-in the other day, and we were both just quoting almost every line word for word.
What about you, Ben and Jeff?
What about what?
Any favorite lines from the movie?
Oh yeah, I mean, I walked in and caught his dick in the grilled cheese. I mean, really? That's it right there for me. That made the movie for me.
And that comes after like 5 minutes. So
yes.
What about you, Ben?
There was just so many really, really good, subtle one-liners. I can't pick a favorite. I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
You know, I really did, you guys. I mean, bravo. I'm going to say bravo for sure.
Yeah, it was a good job. Excellent job.
You know.
Thank you.
So, yeah. But I also find, stupid things funny, too. You can just look at me cross-eyed and I'd probably laugh. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, you guys nailed it. Like I said, I'm going to watch it again because I know I missed some shit. I'm going to have to hit the pause button. That kind of stuff, so I can actually see. Like you said, when they hold the magazine up, I want to see what's on that.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go through it and.
Take a look at what the extras are doing. A lot of the time, they're doing something weird in the back.
yeah, because you're focused on the main person that's forefront in the scene. But there's some shit going on in the background too.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, even just the characters are standing weird, or they're running weird, or they're moving weird. So all those little things, I think, add up, even if you don't register them.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Grandma Co died what she loved doing best: black tar heroin.
That's what that one's your favorite?
It was one of. I mean, just as soon as I heard that, I knew this movie was going to be a crazy ride. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So we are coming up on time. Ben was. What are your thoughts?
I don't have any thoughts.
No thoughts?
Don't we have another fucking giveaway?
Oh yeah.
Are we giving away free shit as usual?
Yeah. So next week's contest, which I will put in the
Show
chat.
Notes.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it in the chat. I'm finding the right button here because I have all these pictures.
Chat's over there.
You keep pushing buttons, but you haven't pushed mine.
Sorry.
There you are.
So 13 is the final Evil Gnome giveaway. And we'll be going to be pulling a winner next week. And I will get the link and put it in the chat. So everybody watching now.
No, he's cool. He's 12 inches like me, right?
On your best day. That's if your leg's not bothering you can stand up straight.
Right. No comments there. William.
Okay, so for those of you watching live right now, if you check the chat, I just put the link for the contest for 13, so you get a extra jump on it, and we'll be pulling a winner next week.
That was like fucking 9 fucking chats, Leo. Holy shit, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I just hit send to all.
Oh, that's all the platforms we're running. Never mind. Yeah. I'm like, wait, that's all the live platforms we'll push to right now.
Yeah.
Without the shares. Oh, my bad.
So, but no, I want to say I'm looking forward to what you guys have coming out in the future. I know you've got ideas running through your head, Jake, and I'll be following Storm. I loved your performance in this movie. I think that your drama background really helps with the comedy. So don't be afraid of the comedy because you pulled it off.
Agreed.
Thank you so much.
Agreed.
That's so kind of you.
You really did pull it off, and in most, my personal opinion is that most good flicks have a combination of both. Because if a scene is very serious and then you can turn it funny, I think it gives a lot more impact as opposed to just something being completely stupid and funny. Does that make sense?
Oh, so we're definitely fucking screwed then, because we're just stupid and funny.
Dude, I was fucked the day I met you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Sorry. Not.
That's all right.
Well,
so I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to do, and Cup of Fear. Actually, that sounds awesome, and I think it could be a fantastic flick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's better. It sounds better than like Fistful of Turkey.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
We're working on a few things, so yeah, keep up to date with us, and I'm sure Storm will be in all of them.
Awesome. You found your lead.
Yeah. She's my Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not going to let her go.
Excellent.
Well, the great thing is, for this being, you guys are still early in your career, and to have a movie this well put together, it just shows, I can't wait to see what you guys do next. It's just going to get better from here.
Thank you.
Now, the typical line on that would be, well, it can't get any worse. But but you guys nailed it. It was a great flick. I really enjoyed watching it. I'm gonna watch it again. And everybody that's listening out there or tuning in, go check it out. Seriously, go check it out.
It's free. What else could you ask for?
I mean, come on, look at that. I mean, come on.
It's one of those shows that you don't know what the next line is going to be. You don't know what's around the corner.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that kitchen scene's probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
I think that's Storm's favorite as well.
Like the whole scene, everybody just got like beat to hell. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome.
Well, also cooking with just the shells of the eggs. That was
That's how I cook.
So I'm cycling through the pictures that October Coast sent us, and
promo pictures. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a classic, right? That's a great headshot right there. That's got to be one that Storm. That's one you have to have on your table at events that you sign for people.
It's a genuine reaction. No acting required for that shot.
That's actually scary.
It looks like she's gonna kiss you.
So just a reminder, Cup of Cheer available for free to watch on Tubi, or if you want to pay a little money and rent it on Amazon, you can do that.
Pay the money,
or it's on Amazon Prime starting on Friday.
Very cool.
If you like it, please leave a review. That would help a lot. With Amazon, the more reviews that get left, the more it recommends to people. So leave us a good review.
We'll definitely do that.
Excellent. It has been a ball hanging out with you two. I've had a lot of fun. I mean, even, because you watch a movie and then when you get to actually talk to the people that were behind it or in it, as the case may be. Does that sound right? Yeah, that
I don't know what
right.
you're saying.
Yeah. So good job. Good job. Very well written, very well acted. Kudos to both of you. I think it's going to be a big success. And like I said, I look forward to your next endeavor, whatever it may be.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thanks, guys. Really, really nice to be on the show with you. I appreciate it. And thanks for helping us get the word out.
Absolutely. It's all about building community, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Leo.
Yes, sir.
Take us out.
Okay,
I want that thing that you do so well.
I want to thank everybody for watching. I urge you, watch Cup of Cheer. You can't beat the price. You can watch it for free on Tubi or rent it on Amazon and or just wait for Amazon Prime as well. But, watch it tonight. You definitely got to get into the Christmas mood, and this movie will definitely do it. Tons of information for our guests in the show notes down below or up above. And we'll start with Storm. So where do you like fans interacting with you, and what is your favorite Christmas movie besides Cup of Cheer?
Instagram is usually the best platform for me, and Miracle on 34th Street, I think, is my favorite.
Original or the remake?
Oh, the original. Absolutely.
Nice. Jake, same question.
You can find me on Elf, and my favorite Christmas movie is Twitter. Was that right? Thank you so much. I'm a comedy writer. Oh, guys, stop. You can find me on Twitter at by Jake Horowitz, BY. I just crossed 1,000 followers. I'm a huge success, and you should all follow me because I sometimes I'll tweet something funny. Yeah, my favorite Christmas movie, I think, is probably Elf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife loves Elf. She'll watch it like a dozen times during the season.
Yeah, it holds up. There's always something funny in it. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Jeffrey.
Don't ever Google me. You don't ever want to Google me. I don't do that Instagram. I don't do Twitch. I don't do Twitter. I don't do any of that. You can find me on Facebook. That's where I'm at. My favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation because I like squirrels.
Ben.
What about you?
What about me?
Yeah.
My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
there was actually a debate today on one of the comic sites, which was a better Christmas movie, Die Hard or Gremlins.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I had to vote for Gremlins because, Bill Diamond.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't vote against the guy that's, producing what you're doing. That's just a fucking no-no.
Yeah. For me,
where can I find you?
Just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which. But more importantly, for more awesome shows like this, head on over to thedorkening.com, which you can find all the shows on network. 30 shows, which is absolutely insane. Tons of awesome stuff. Last night, we talked to Doofy from Scary Movie. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. So, how about you, Ben?
Well, like Jeff said, you can Google us. I mean, you'll find out a lot of shit. We're on every social media platform. I run 90% of them because, like Jeff said, he doesn't do any of that shit. My favorite Christmas movie? There's so fucking many of them. But I'd have to say Die Hard's probably one of the tops. And now, Cup of Cheer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
you suck up. You're a suck up.
Hold on. Let me wipe off the shit. All right, we're good.
Make sure you clean off the urinal there.
Yeah.
Right. With your tongue.
I'll pay you the money I owe you for that after the show.
Not a problem. I sent it via PayPal receipt. We're good. No worries. No, but in all seriousness, we want to take a second to thank all our veterans and first responders for doing what you guys do every day so people like us can come up here and do what we do every day. We love you. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Bye.
Peace out.
Your book of lies will buy you
A mild acceptance, my free mind will keep me from under your spell. And when we die, you'll be another angel in heaven, but me, I'll be a fucking legend in hell.